behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Honestly, what I wouldn't kill to have classes like this all the time when I was in school.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio, think of this like splendid! Don't lose your composure. That's it.
Okay, so that's how it works.
Very good.
Ah, bull.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Be sharp. There we go.
I have an itching suspicion I'm gonna lose.
Akio.
Ah.
Not to worry.
Let us see this.
Knock it off.
done.
Well, I guess I have to do it for her. Please let this work. It didn't. I didn't get close enough.
Excellent.
Watch this. Phew.
Let's see.
Accio!
I didn't get it. Oh, that sucks.
Nicely done.
Okay, okay, I concede.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Yay. Put her in her place.
Accio!
Yes.
Splendid.
Just barely.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Yes.
Quite impressive. Let us see this.
Oh no, she's gonna knock it off, isn't she? Oh, thank God she isn't.
There we go.
Accio!
Ah, I lost it.
Happens to the best of us.
But I still won. Ha, you can't beat me.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Okay, well that's interesting. Hopefully at some point, I don't think they're going to do it in this game, but hopefully at some point they interact with some of the other schools and places.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans. If
A
you're
word,
so
if you
inclined.
would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
I am really curious of who's gonna teach me the death spell, because I feel like I'm gonna have to coerce it out of one of the teachers or something.
Revelio.
Is that up? Oh, down. I guess down.
All of my siblings have gone on to work for the ministry.
More cat.
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Booth.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it,
Accio.
Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble she'll be, but you can't get Peeves a back. She says
Accio.
it's a boot, and he says it's a
Leviosa.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
What? Okay, so
Revelio.
okay. I think Accio will work on that. Yep. Okay. So I gotta meet with Professor Weasley.
Revelio.
Isn't it supposed to tell me about it? Honestly, at this point, I feel like there's not a major reason to explore, because I don't have enough spells to really figure out the puzzles.
Revelio.
Yep.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Who said that? Was it the mural? I guess this is closer to Ravenclaw. I know Ravenclaw's place is up a giant staircase. Where is he? Oh. Cares what role he's gonna play, honestly. At this point, I've given up on going back the normal way.
Revelio.
And what was that? Okay. Okay. That's that. That's it for all that. Going back normally would be a giant pain in the butt, so I'ma just avoid it as a whole.
Transfiguration has always come easily to me. I suppose some minds are more treated to it than others.
If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, with a rather foul odor.
Okay.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sam.
What are you doing? Just walking around charging some like it's normal.
Oh, my exams. Not a one of them deserves more than a tea. Fills our stout hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
How dare you?
142 staircases.
At first, I thought Professor Garlick might be too young to be a professor, but she's more than capable. Knows her gillyweed from her gurdyweed, that one. Oh, did you hear about the new spell we're learning to cast?
What's up with the bush?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before. for, Professor? What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'll go
I'd
with
like to
Sebastian.
go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay, well, guess it's time to get going to that. Up.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
And, what is it?
Revelio.
There we go. This fountain in the Transfiguration courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly starting by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly meant to be Wyvern of Way, slain by likely the knight in spite of himself. Man, my reading needs major work. But at least I'm level 3. I guess talents will be skill points, I'm guessing. Hopefully I can access them sooner than later.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio.
There it is. Got it.
Revelio. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Gotcha. Oh, that's all? Well, that's perfect.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
Oh, there's still more.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
A conduit. A conduit. Come on, I got this. Don't catch me, don't catch me.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water.
Repair.
It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Well, that was easy, thankfully. Eee. Curious of who this is supposed to be, but okay.
Leviosa.
Ooh. Ancient magic throw. Where is that? Hopefully there are more spells than what I'm seeing here that at least make things more fun. Okay, now I guess there really isn't anything I can do with all this for the meantime. Might as well just head over.
Revelio.
At least until I get more interesting spells to work with. Oh, then there's this. I really wish I knew how to access that puzzle. I feel like you could just use this in a room, just... Let's see. Okay, nah. I guess I just got lucky. Yeah, I really cannot figure out what that's supposed to do.
Accio. Revelio.
It's got stuff behind it.
That's the last time I have a potion idea that I don't like.
Let's see. Actually, let me just focus on the main plot for the moment. Can't do much with anything else at the moment.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Welcome
Do
back.
come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
I'll come back to figure that one out. But at the very least, there should be a quest as a tour tool to solve the door puzzle at least. Well, let's get this done and over with.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Okay.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
Okay.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Well, I guess I can't destroy them. That's sad.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
I can't tell if those are hippogriffs or just griffins.
Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Okay, I'll just focus on this for now. But I'm definitely going to get in that forest. I wonder if there's a cleaning spell, because my robes are dirty and his are not. I don't like the... I don't like that.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Those are invisible, so how come my character can see them? Or has he already been touched by death?
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Okay, well I guess they at least addressed it, because I was thinking the same thing.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Accio! Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
I was curious how far Hogsmeade was to Hogwarts. I guess this answers that question.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths.
Revelio!
The precariously stacked set of cauldrons outside of Sir Dwyn's advertising that shop wears. It should be noted that the stack of cauldrons is in the stacking cauldrons in this fashion, while admittedly eye-catching, is ill advertised for anyone wishing to brew potions for any intended effect. Interesting. I just broke the dialogue, didn't I? That sucks.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Okay, well, since I just got here, I'm gonna stop here for now. Next time, we'll get my wand and all the other supplies needed for the rest of the term. Well, we'll see you guys at the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.